Hi guys, thank you for coming back to check out my video. This is your girl Winnie with Keller Williams First Atlanta. I really appreciate you coming back on here. If you're a new viewer, kindly hit the subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. Today we are going to talk about new construction. What you need to know before you sign that contract to your new construction home. So first thing you need to do is to research builders, what builders you want to use or you want to buy from. You want to research on how many years they've been in business. You can also go on betterbusinessbureau.com to check what reviews they have on there. That is one place most people go to when they're having issues with businesses. So, and it's legit information. You want to check betterbusinessbureau.com. So once you've checked all that and you are, comfortable with what builder you want to use and this is a builder I want to go for, you want to check how long it takes for them to build, to complete a building project. So, for instance, if you're renting and you're currently renting and you're set to move, let's say in 5 months, if it takes the builder 8 months to build, it really won't do you any good because you want to be in your property. So you want to check your timelines and how long it takes them to complete a project. The next thing I would say is hire a realtor, a buyer's agent. Like I say, most of the time cost you nothing, and especially with new construction, builders set aside a budget for buyer's agents. So you really are not doing yourself any good if you want to go in and do it by yourself, because most people will say, oh, the builder has a realtor sitting in the office. That sales representative is representing the builder, not you. You need a buyer's agent to represent your best interests. So hire a realtor. Hire a realtor. I cannot stress that enough. Don't go in there doing everything by yourself. You need a realtor to help you navigate the process, okay? Also, you want to ask about incentives. Most builders give incentives. Sometimes they can take up a certain amount, from the base price. Sometimes they will say, well, if you use our lender, then we're going to take off so and so amount. So you want to ask about what incentives they have. You want to compare lenders also, because if you're going to use their lender, even though it's going to come with incentives, you still want to compare lenders. You want to shop at least 5 different companies, mortgage companies, to know who is offering the best rates. The next thing you can do that will help is to request for a mock contract to review. You want to request for a mock contract. You want to know what you'll be signing for. You do not just want to take the contract and in that moment review. You might be signing it in a hurry, or you might not even take time to review it. Take time out, request for a mock contract, review the terms and clauses. The next thing you can also do is to request for HOA rules and regulations from the builder. You need to review the HOA rules and regulations. There are things you may or may not be able to do on your property, and you want to be clear on them. And also you want to ask about HOA fees. So the HOA rules and regulations will it will enlighten you on what you can do if they don't want you to plant flowers on the property. You would know that in the HOA rules and regulations. The next thing is you want to ask about warranty. Most builders give 1 year builder's warranty, but there may be some items that the builder's warranty will not cover. So you want to know and make sure that you're comfortable before signing your contract. If the warranty really is just covering tiny items, and then the major items are not covered, it really won't do you any good. So you want to verify what the builder's warranty covers and for how long. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the earnest money deposit, EMD, and you're going to hear that a lot when you're buying a home. So EMD shouldn't be anything more than 2% of the total cost of the house. It should be anywhere between 1% to 2%. I usually advise my clients to pay 1%, and I negotiate 1% for them. It also, there's a lot of factors that constitutes to the amount. It depends on what your builder is requesting, the seller is requesting for. Your realtor is going to advise you on what amount is fair for you to pay as earnest money deposit. This is an amount of money that is usually deposited in an escrow account and goes towards your closing costs. Okay, and sometimes if you breach the contract, then the earnest money goes to the seller. If the seller breaches the contract, then the earnest money can be returned to you. It's all a lot of factors that contributes to that, depending on what agreement you have. But earnest money, bear in mind, shouldn't be more than 2% of the total purchase price. Upgrades, you want to find out what is standard and what is an upgrade. With most builders, basically everything is an upgrade. When you have one of those builders, you want to really check your budget, because if you have a budget of $350,000 to purchase a home and everything else is an upgrade, you're going to probably end up with anywhere between 10K to 20K on top of your budget. So you want to consider the base price of the home and also want to find out what is an upgrade and what is standard. Okay, what is included and what is not, because you pay for the upgrades. So if that's the case, let's say you found yourself with a builder who is upgrading everything, then you need to decide what is important to you. You only have to upgrade what you cannot live without. You don't want to go all fancy and end up with 50K in upgrades. That will put you way over your budget. So you want to consider what's important to you. The next thing is you want to hire a home inspector. And I cannot stress on this enough too, because I've come across a lot of people who would say, well, it's a new home, nobody has lived in before, so why should I hire a home inspector? The home inspector is supposed to represent your best interest. It's supposed to come in and check what wasn't done right and get it fixed before you sign your closing documents. So I always advise my clients, hire a home inspector from the start to finish of the property. If you cannot do that, at least hire a home inspector before the pre-drywall meeting with the builder, so that whatever the home inspector found, and trust me, they always find something. They always find something. Whatever they found, you can present it to the builder at the pre-drywall meeting and they can fix it at that point. If you do not hire a home inspector, you do not know. Unless you are somebody who knows a lot about buildings, you really don't really have the technical eye to detect anything that is not done right. So you want to hire a home inspector even for new construction properties, okay? I do have a lot of recommendation. If you are in the Atlanta metro area and you're looking for a good home inspector, you can contact me and I will give you some recommendation. Okay. These are things, if you pay attention to, will help you make the right decision and at least help you enjoy your home. I'm not saying if you follow these, then there's not going to be any issue with your home. No, new construction, there's always going to be that thing here and there that can be fixed. So that's why you have the builder's warranty, which covers those things for you once you move in. But for the most part, if you do these things and pay attention to them, at least you will have some level of peace of mind. Okay, it has been my pleasure to give you this information, and if you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to contact me. My contact information is in the description. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep chasing your dreams. I'll see you not in my next video. I will see you next time.